Thank you, Claire. Look, the job of government at any given time is to respond to the needs of society, to the pressing issues in society. And what this will assist doing is dealing with two major contemporary issues. One of them is the whole area of older persons. We have a large cohort of the population who are older people who are living longer and who have complex needs. There's clearly a need for a particular type of cluster housing for older persons with the facilities around them. There's clearly a need to put on a statutory basis home help, or rather the nursing home legislation on a statutory basis in the home, so that the same facilities can be provided in the home as in a nursing home to older person. Those are two clear needs. In the area of disability, which I must say my colleague Minister Rabbitte was outstanding in the last administration, in that area there are crying needs. There's the area identified yesterday of the extra, which I believe Minister Nocton will deal with very well, but there's the whole area of the waiting list for assessment. There's the area then of having the subsequent treatments, and there's the whole question around facilities. There's so much to be done here. So I think the issue here shouldn't be some narrow populist focus in on who's what, who's where, this number. It's about, are we addressing society's needs adequately? And to address the complex needs of the modern society we're living now, we need the extra ministries. We need the super juniors at Cabinet, having a voice at Cabinet and being aware of what's happening within Cabinet for a transfer to the department. And as I speak about this area, I'm delighted to welcome my colleague Minister Higgins here today too, and to know that you are, as before, about your job in a very effective way again. But I think what the people out there will judge this Parliament by, will judge this government by, is how did we respond to their needs? What mechanisms did we put in place that improved their lives? Is there a tangible difference in their lives at the end of the 5 years? And that's the question today, not some sort of nonsense talk about many of this and many of that. The question is, what needs are we dealing with? How are we dealing with them? Who's dealing with them? And who's effectively dealing with them? And that's the question before the House. And I think a rational response to that question is to vote in favour of the addition of the super juniors, on the premise that they are responding and will respond effectively. Now, it would be reasonable for an opposition to challenge a particular policy position, to challenge a particular nomination if they felt the person was unfit. That's part of a democratic debate. But what's not reasonable is to challenge dealing with a particular societal need that's a gaping need and that needs dealing with. Thank you very much.